How's everybody doing today? Smoking cigars with Howlinblind, Muddy Slim. That's me, your 60-minute jelly belly toe jam man, here to learn y'all some blues, educate you a little bit on some cigars, and then just rant and rave about whatever pisses me the fuck off. Today is Sunday, May the 17th. It's been a while. Here's what I've got smoking today, baby. I'm going to smoke this Christoph, and this is the Maduro Robusto. Nice little. They don't finish it up there, and they put this little curly Q at the top. This is, they make the Corojo wrapper. They make a Maduro wrapper, and this is something called a Ligero or something like that, Maduro wrapper. This one is my all-time favorite Christoph. Now, I know what you're out there saying to yourself, and the answer is no. No, 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 no. Chris Christopherson did not have anything to do with this cigar. Some bucker come into the store, and he picked up a Christoph cigar. And he said, I want to try a Christoph cigar ever since I found out Chris Christopherson was behind having it made. You know, I waited till he paid for his cigar. Had him jumped after he got outside and beat up in the alley. I haven't seen him since. Here's what I want to talk to you about today, folks. This is a good cigar. Go out and try these Christophs. And scrolling down at the bottom of the screen, if I'm doing this correctly, you should see a website I want you to try out. It was given to me by a good friend of mine, Mr. Harmonica Red of Louisiana, of Harmonica Red and the Herd. The True History of America. There's some great videos on there. A few months back, I did a video where I was calling for the end of the federal of taxes, of income taxes, and I can't remember his name now. I should have, done him the courtesy, I guess, to go back and look at the comments and get his name so I could mention it here. But because I know he just said this just as if you would, as if I would have, because I used to believe the same thing. The country needs our taxes to run. Okay? The country needs our money to run. If we're going to pay for this, we got to have your money, folks. But it's not true. Because I kept thinking, okay, well, how did the country run before without taxes? Money, I used to think money came from people. And I hope you did your research, your homework assignment that I gave you on Cinco de Mayo, the 6th of May, 10 days ago. You've had 10 days to get your homework done. Don't tell me the dog ate it. The government gets their money from the Federal Reserve Bank, a private bank, prints it up out of thin air, loans it to the government, and the government tells us to pay it back. And all other banks get their money from the Federal Reserve Bank, and it's all loaned to us at interest. And on this website, there's a great video, so you can find out what happened in 1913 that sent us down the road to hell. Woodrow Wilson regretted doing that. Why he didn't back it up, I don't know. That's when the Creature from Jekyll Island. Watch that video. I think his name is G.W. Griffith, the fellow who wrote it. And there's a lot of videos with him. This man is an intelligent man. He's a smart man. But back, how can the government run? How can the government run without us paying income taxes? Simple. It is so simple. Okay, The government has the right and the power and the obligation given to Congress in the Constitution written by John Adams, Ben Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, you know, the most enlightened, smartest men on the face of the earth ever, in my opinion. To print and coin money and regulate its value, okay, at no interest, okay. So let's say, that's a great cigar, folks. About $6, $8. Let's say our country has a total of, let's say, $20 trillion in gold and silver. And they print and coin $20 trillion worth of gold and silver certificates. Okay? This is meaning we have to get rid of the Federal Reserve Bank and Federal Reserve notes. Then they spend that money into the economy in the way of infrastructure. Let's build the roads. Let's build a bridge. Let's loan money to this city to build this town. And what this does, it puts other businesses who actually do the construction to work. And then they go and they need to buy groceries, so that puts grocery stores to work. And the ball keeps rolling, the domino effect. Money is, and this happened before 1913. This is how the government worked. They were on a gold standard and a silver standard, and the government was printing its own money, U.S. notes, and everybody was thriving. It was making money. People were getting rich, and the bankers hated it. That's why they caused the problems in, I think it was 1907. You'll see it on the videos. It's very interesting, and it's been confirmed by more than just one video. But see, the reason the government doesn't need our income tax to pay for things is because where do we get our money? We get our money from the same place the government gets their money, from the Federal Reserve. In roundabout ways. They go through banks, they go through your bank, they go through your boss, they go through your business. The government has no money now. The government gave up its power to print money. So the government has no money, so it has to go get it from someplace else and print it up and have them print it up and borrow it and say the American people will pay it back through their income tax. And the IRS is just a fucking collection agency for the income tax, for the Federal Reserve Bank. John F. Kennedy had already started the process to get rid of the Federal Reserve and to get rid of the IRS and start printing U.S. notes based on gold and silver. The day he was killed, Lyndon Johnson got off the airplane after he was inaugurated, because he was inaugurated on the airplane. You remember that. Got on the phone and he said, "Stop printing those notes." It's time to end the Fed, folks. We have to end the Fed, or we'll never get out of this perpetual debt that we are in, that our country's in, and it will be an endless cycle of foreclosures, property seizure, debt, people going to jail because they can't afford to pay their bills,